Olight have released this new Perun 3, which is a handheld torch with a light sitting at 90-degree angle. But it can also be used as a headlamp. And then you can turn it around. There you go, headlamp. Aside from the technical specifications and the brightness between the two, what I wanted to show you guys was the practical differences. The stuff that actually, I think, aside from the brightness, the stuff that actually matters. What I wanted to do was just compare it to this Array 2, because that's the headlamp that I use. What's the difference? I mean, obviously the Perun 2 can be used as a handheld, but it has a separate strap to be mounted on your head. But what that means is when it's mounted, this actually becomes quite heavy on the front. This is about as heavy as the battery pack on the back of the Array Pro 2. When using it, it does have this silicone stuff behind the head strap, which does help keep it. It does actually keep it there, so it works totally fine. But I just found that this is more practical. I mean, I enjoyed wearing this. You could wear this a lot longer and it's just easier, I guess. But aside from that, I found that I felt like this was brighter, and I'll show you this video where I did a little bit of testing. I'm going to try to come out here today because it's a bit dark, but then there's a football game on in the field next door, so we'll try this anyway. So this is the Perun 3, and I wanted to do a comparison between the red light on this, which is on now, and then if I crank it up, now it's full power. It's not very bright. And then this is the Array Pro 2. Full bright. Yeah, you can't really tell. It lights up a good amount. I think it's actually brighter. Yeah, it is. It's brighter than the Perun 3. But if we turn it on white and then crank it up, that's the Perun 3. And then this will be the switch to, that's the Array Pro 2. If I switch it back to white and then go to full brightness, so the broad beam, I reckon the Perun 3 is actually brighter. At full, yeah, definitely brighter. But the other thing that the Array 2 has is the directional beam, so it reaches longer, further away. But like I said, that Perun 3, try that again. That isn't crazy. That's way brighter. I felt like this is actually brighter when it comes to the white light, but for red light, this was brighter. So I guess for the red light, this is good for just hanging it up on your, on your t-shirt or on your jacket or whatever it is, and walking around camp and stuff like that. It was fine. Or if you want to just keep it mounted to like your, magnetized to your trailer or whatever, or to your camper trailer or to your base camp somewhere. It is freezing, and I've got to just grab a couple things out of the trailer. So I'm using this. Can't even show you. Just testing out this thing, Perun 3. It's just a light. That's full blast. Hang on, let me turn off this thing. So that's moon. That's moonlight mode. That's the brightest. Medium high. Let's stay on high. Come on. That's high. That's turbo mode. That is pretty good. So if I put that down here with the magnet, that's pretty well lit up. Not bad at all for a tiny little handheld thing. That's amazing, actually. and it clips onto my shirt. Practical differences. So when you're turning this on, you have to press this button. So you press it once to get white light, and then you hold it down to cycle through the brightness levels. Double tap to go ultra bright. And then when you've got it on, if you triple tap, it actually does SOS in Morse code. So 3 short flashes is S, 3 long flashes is O, and then 3 short flashes again for S. So that's pretty cool. And then when it's off, you double tap to get red, and then you hold that down to get the SOS happening. When you let go, it stays on doing the SOS. So then you turn it off, and then you get double tap again to get red light, and then double tap again to get red bright, and then you just turn it off. So there are your features. It has a proximity sensor, so if you accidentally turn it on and you put it in your pocket, it'll actually dim, just like a couple of the other ones do. You know, imagine turning that on and off whilst it's on your head. That's fine, it works, it does the things. The difference is with this Array 2, you press it once to turn it on. I've got it on red because I always use it on red. Hold it down to get the different brightness levels, and then double tap to switch between light modes. So this has red, it has broad, like a very broad beam, and then it has a long beam, and then you can also have both of them on at once. So turn it on, double tap to turn them both on, double tap again, and it just cycles between settings. If you're in any of the settings, just hold it down and it will cycle through the brightness levels. But the other thing is this one has the proximity sensor, so you slide your hands in front of your face up to get the different brightnesses, and then down to go down again. And then you can also, I think you can switch modes. There you go. You can switch modes by switching left and right, by sliding left and right, swiping left and right. But you cannot use the proximity sensor in your hand motions to change the state from white to red. You can only change the brightness levels when you're in red mode. Practically, they're the features. Again, from a practicality perspective, I personally find that the Array Pro 2 just is better because, or for a headlamp, it's better because you wear this and then you put your earphones, you know, your earmuffs over the top. You can put a cap on over that. You can put your hoodie over your jacket, whatever. So you can wear, you know, you can wear this and you can wear your earmuffs and you can wear everything else on top. This one, because it has the strap that goes through the middle, it just makes it, I mean, I'm being pedantic, but it just makes it a tiny bit more annoying having this underneath the earmuff, you know, thing. That's just my personal opinion. You might find, you know, you might find something different. I find also that because of the, you know, mounting and unmounting this into the head strap, it does scratch up the thing a little bit. I don't really care. I never really care about the body of any of my torches because they're designed to be used. I do care about the glass lenses, and that's why I try to protect those. But I'm just, you know, just heads up, if you are planning on getting one, that's another thing that you got to just be mindful of if you are so inclined as to caring. Okay, so 2 last things. Like I said, this one has the magnetic mount, so it's great for if you're doing work around the place, like, you know, in your car or in the base camp. You can mount it to stuff, you know, light up a small area, or quite a large area actually. The Array Pro 2, it just uses USB-C charging. It just makes it easier. This uses the standard Olight charger. This can be charged pretty much anywhere. The only other thing with the Array 2 is that when you turn it on and when you're charging it, it does actually show you a battery indicator. So it tells you how much battery life is left. If there are any other tests that you'd like to see me do with these, or any other comparisons, please do me a favor and just leave a comment below. Otherwise, you'd be helping me out if you like and subscribe. I'm actually working on a new website for the channel, so details will be coming soon. So until then, hugs and puppies.